I'm gonna record, and is it gonna let me pin? I'm not sure if it's gonna let me pin myself this go round. Oh. Yes, it is. Okay, great. Okay. All right, y'all. So, grounding down through our sit bones. Take the crown of the head up to the sky. Coming into our breath. And thinking a little bit about a conversation that I had with my friend Chris Conroy this week. I'll put some of his contact information down as well. He does a podcast series called Whiteness at Work. And so we had this conversation around what is this issue that we feel like we have as like white folks. And I think just humans in general, we want to be able to be seen, okay? We want to be able to be heard. And then there's this false concept, but we somehow believe it, is that we want to be chosen, right? However, if we go back to that conversation around what Narcissus Blood was talking about, this self-actualization is we are chosen just being here. That there is a bigger plan for us, right? That it's not a matter of us choosing, but we do need to stay in this conversation, right? Which is this constant conversation with ourselves, which is this constant conversation with community. So we can continue to love ourselves and understand that we belong to something much bigger and that it's important and that we're important. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Let's do a little bit of the streak of work today, bringing us back to our breath. So let's take our hands next to our shoulders. On our inhale, we're gonna reach up to the sky. On our exhale, we pull down. We do 15 reps. Might count a little bit faster. Let's go. And rest. Palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers around thumbs. Take the fist down to the base of the belly and roll the shoulders back. Tip the chin down towards the chest. Take a big inhale. Fill up through the rib cage, come all the way up to the top of the breath and hold. See if you can take another big sip in. And then see if you can take in one more big sip. And then exhale. Hands release, they come down to our knees, big inhale. Exhale, blow all that air out. Hold it out. Hands release. They come up underneath our rib cage. So to create a little bit of space between our ribs and our lungs and our diaphragm. And then we inhale on our release. Exhale. Hands come next to our waistline like a rowboat. Inhale out. Exhale, pull back. Inhale out. Exhale, pull back. Do 15 reps again. And rest. Palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers around thumbs, down to the base of the belly, shoulders roll back, big inhale. All the way up to the top of the breath, hold. Shoulders come away from the ears. Another big sip in. One more sip. And then exhale. Hands come down to knees. Big inhale. And then exhale, blow all that air out. Hands release. They come up underneath the ribcage again. And then inhale on the release. Exhale. Let's go ahead and ground down through that left hand. Sweep that right arm up and over. Pull in on the low belly, serve the earth. Hand comes down, reach up and over again. Press and pull, serve the earth. One more time on each side. Inhale up. Exhale, serve. Inhale up. Exhale, serve. Inhale, arm sweep. Exhale, hands float down through the midline. Let's go ahead and grab onto our knees and pull our chest through and around. So like you're a spoon in the mixing pot. Pull in on your low belly, trying to keep the sit bones cemented to the mat. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then go ahead and reverse, go back that opposite way for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center line. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, move through center, pop up the knees, grab onto the front part of the ankles or the shins. If you can, you roll over the ankles and shins. If you can't do that, you just kick the legs out and then bring them over to the side. Let's come into some cat-cow. Hands come down underneath the shoulders, knees come underneath the hips. Inhaling into cow, and then exhaling into cat. Press, pull in on the low belly, press down hard through the tops of the feet and the shins. Inhale, and then exhale. 2 more, inhaling, and exhale. 1 more time, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, back into our center line. Come back to that space of intention, y'all, as we're moving. So if we're thinking about releasing white supremacy or white body supremacy and trauma from our bodies, we're intentional about as we move, right? So exhale it out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. We go for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, squeeze at the midline, for 3, last 2, and 1, big inhale. Go ahead and put the sole of the foot up to the sky. That hand can ground, pulse up with the sole of the foot for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swing that right hand back around to grab onto the inside of the foot and then pull up through the chest. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, reach and pull. Exhale. Go ahead and slowly come back down to center line, inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Again, inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Same thing on that opposite side. Take that leg back behind. Reach out through that left hand and squeeze center line. Inhale out. Exhale, squeeze. We go for 8, 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Squeeze here. Go ahead and take that hand down, flex the foot and pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and reach back and around, grab the foot from the inside, kick up into the hand, ground down to the top of that left shin and that right palm. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Hand and knee come down to the mat, inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Inhale, come back into center line. Flip the toes, press up through the hips. Pedal out through the feet, coming into your down dog. Pull in on the low belly. Nice deep inhale. Turn the elbows so they're looking back at you. I forgot my infinity start. Hold on a second, y'all. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. We're in a spot right in between our two thumbs. Step, step. Feet come up to meet hands. Put a big bend in the knees. Let yourselves hang over the tops of the thighs. Rock back and forth side to side here. Think about putting some pressure in the big toe mound, baby toe mound in the heel. Low belly pulls in. And then inhale, we sweep ourselves up to standing. Exhale, flip the palms. Press the arms out and away. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hands press. One more time. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hands press to the side. I usually do these with like my phone, which you get better distance. Inhale up. Exhale, press the arms out and away. Let's go ahead and take that right arm. It just swings down to the side. Left arm is going to swing back. So big movements here. Feel where you're sticking, right? And breathe into that space. Think about releasing it. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then reverse the direction for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember to come back to that intention as we're swinging. We go back, trying to keep that chest on straight for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly coming back forward for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and just bring both arms back and behind. So big movements here, opening up through the shoulders. And then go ahead and take it forward. Try to keep the shoulder blades rolling down the back as you move. Then hands come down to the side. And then you're just gonna move your arms back and forth, side to side, and let them wrap around your body, like hitting yourself like one of those toys you had when you were younger that you move back and forth, or almost like a little drum, right? And then go ahead and stop the swing. You're gonna grab onto your infinity scarf or your strap. You can come up over the head, put a bend in the elbows, and draw it back behind. So we're gonna inhale, lift, exhale, pull down. It's like a lat pull down almost, okay? Although you shouldn't do that. If you ever do this at the gym, here's word to the wise. Do it in front. You can crush your vertebrae if you do it back here. My weightlifting days. Inhale up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Create some tension on the strap around the scarf. Inhale up. Exhale down. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Strap or scarf comes up overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, rock over to that left-hand side. Roll open through the chest. Feet are hip width distance apart. Take that right armpit towards the front of the room. Left hip comes towards the front of the room. Big inhale. Exhale, come back through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Bend in the arms. Chest is still rocking forward. Big inhale. Low belly's engaged. Slowly come back to the side. Again, big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and bring the scarf, the strap here, and then you're gonna slowly come back behind. See if you can bring the arms all the way down. You might need to loosen on the grip on the strap. Inhale up. Exhale. Try to keep the arms a little bit more straight than they were last time. Inhale up. Exhale, roll back through the shoulders. Inhale up. And see where you're getting stuck, right? One more time. Both backwards and then forwards, inhaling up. And slowly go ahead and set that scarf back to the side. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, you're gonna swan dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Interlock the fingers back behind you, and you're gonna pull the fists away from the low back and the glutes. Let the fists come up to the sky. You can shift back and forth side to side in your shoulders if need be. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. 2 more here, big inhale. Big bend in the knees if need be. Exhale, low belly pulls in. Go ahead and release the hands. You can bring them down, flip the palms, and then step on the palms with the feet. You can give your feet or your palms a little massage, stretching through the wrists. Maybe you move the toes a little bit, and then go ahead and release. Pull in on the low belly and sweep up to standing again. Exhale, hands come back down and behind again. Interlock your fingers the opposite way though this time. Pull down through the fists and put a bend in the knees. Bring your chest down and over the tops of the thighs. Rock back and forth side to side a little bit. Exhale, let the head hang kind of heavy. Maybe you shake the head yes, maybe you shake the head no. And slowly go ahead and release those hands again. Take your 2 peace fingers and put them in between the big and second toe. Bind the big toe and pull the forehead or the crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Pulling on the toes. Exhale, drop the elbows down to the opposite sides of the calves. Raise up through the hips. And then exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Inhale, flat back. Hands come to shins. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back into your plank. We take right knee to right elbow. Maybe you dip and lift, leg kicks back. Left knee, left elbow. Maybe you dip and lift, leg kicks back. Right knee, left elbow. Maybe you dip and lift. Left knee, right elbow. Dip and lift. Nice deep inhale. Press back through the heels, shift forward. Lower down to the bust line. Hands come right next to the bust. Tops of the feet are flat to the mat and peel the chest up off the mat, baby cobra. Elbows are close into the side body. Chest is shining forward, big inhale. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. Flip the toes, press to the knees and press back to down dog. Pedal out through the feet, nice deep inhale. Exhale, spot in between the 2 thumbs, step, feet come up to meet hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, we sweep ourselves back up to standing. Exhale, flip the palms, bring them back down to the sides. Inhale, arm sweep. Exhale, flip the palms, engage the low belly, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Nice deep inhale. We do that right knee, right elbow, left knee, left elbow. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then left knee crosses to right elbow. We go for 8, right to left, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down through chaturanga. Inhale all the way up to forward facing. Roll back through the shoulders. Flip the toes, press back to down dog. Nice deep inhale, pedal out through the feet. Take that right leg back behind. Shift forward, right knee to right tricep. Leg kicks back. Knee to nose, press around and hold. Leg comes back. Right knee, left elbow. Leg comes back. And then go ahead and spot that right thumb. Right foot steps up to meet right hand. Inhale, we sweep ourselves up. Check in with the hips. We're gonna raise and lower for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Hands come down to heart center. You can cross that left elbow over that right knee, press into your palms, big inhale. Exhale, release, hands come down to the mat. Step that right foot back to meet the left, press back through the heels, pull forward, lower and lift. Roll over the toes, press back to down dog. Same thing with that left leg back and behind. Check in with the hips to make sure that they're in a nice straight line. We're gonna shift forward, left knee, right elbow, hold. Leg comes back behind, knee to nose, press around and hold. Leg comes back behind. Left knee, left elbow, maybe pull up the tricep a little bit more. Leg comes back behind and then spot that left thumb. Left foot steps up to meet left hand. Press back through that heel. Inhale up. High lunge. We're gonna do those wave lunges again. So inhale, we come up. Exhale, we lower down. We go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, come down and over the top of that thigh. That's right. Right elbow, outside of left knee. Press into the palms, look back and out and over that shoulder. Big inhale. Low belly is engaged. Exhale. Hands come down to the mat. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Press back through the heel. Shift forward. Lower and lift. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Roll over the toes. Press back to down dog. Hips are high. Pedal out through the feet. Spot right in between the 2 thumbs. Step, step. Feet come up to meet hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. And then inhale. We'll sweep ourselves up into a chair. Pulsing out here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Hold. 2 more. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Exhale. Power up. Hands move down through our center line. How y'all doing? Good? All right. We'll do one more flow and we'll come back down to the earth, okay? So inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step, step. Lower and lift. Roll over the toes, press back to down dog. Pedal out through the feet. Let's take that left leg back behind us first this time. Left knee, right elbow. Dip and lift. Leg kicks back behind. Knee to nose. Press and round and hold. This is tiger, so it's just a bigger cat. Think about rounding through that back. And then leg comes back behind. Left knee, left elbow. It pulls up the tricep a little bit more. Press out through the heel. Leg comes back behind. Spot that left thumb. Step that left foot up to meet that left hand. Inhale up. High lunge. Drop that back heel. You can hang out in warrior 1 here. Our teacher David Vendetti says that this can torque your hip a lot, right? So just thinking about being careful here if you're gonna stay in warrior 1, but we're gonna open up into warrior 2 so your back heels can be dropped anyway, okay? Lots of teachers do teach different things. Go with what feels great for your body. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Hand comes back down. It can either hang out here on the low back. It can chill here on your thigh. It can come all the way down to the calf. A little bit more of a bend in that front knee. Big inhale. Exhale, straighten out through that front leg. Reverse triangle. We're thinking about extending into the posture rather than bending. And then we pull ourselves up. Hinge at the hip. Don't hyperextend this knee. So keep a mini micro bend. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones. Inhale out. Exhale, hand comes down to the shin. Right hand comes up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. And go ahead and pull yourself up. Put a bend in that knee. Side angle. Left hand inside of that left foot. Right hand up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Might be good for the shoulders, Jen. You could put yourself in a bind here if you want to. This right hand drops back around your low back. Left hand swings underneath. You grab for your fingers and pull. I mean, not like aggressively pull like I just did, dear God. Pull your chest forward. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. Hands come back to the mat. Step that left foot back to meet that right, and then just press right back into your down dog. We're gonna do the same thing on that right hand side. Right leg comes back behind. Shift forward, right knee, left elbow. Maybe you dip and lift. Low belly's engaged, leg kicks back behind. Check in with your hips to make sure you're not dumping into one hip. Shift forward, knee to nose. Leg comes back behind. Right knee, right elbow. Maybe pull it up the tricep, but press back through that left heel. Leg comes back behind. Step that right thumb. Step that right foot up to meet right hand. Again, we can come into high lunge, or if you wanted to take warrior one with that back heel dropped here, you always have that option. We're gonna press into the soles of our feet, lift through our hips, coming into warrior two. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Hand comes back down that thigh. Arm reaches up to the sky. A little bit more of a bend in that front knee. Again, we're extending rather than bending. Straighten out through that front leg. Reverse triangle. Big inhale. Exhale, we pull ourselves forward. Remember not to hyperextend this knee. Shift. Hand comes down to shin. Opposite hand comes up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. And then we slowly pull ourselves up, put a bend in the knee. Hand drops down, side angle. Hand can be up high here. In hot yoga, they call this hot triangle. So you can also have the hand extended here to elongate here from hip up to fingertips. If you want to put yourself in that bind, hand can come back and behind, arm can come underneath. Interlock the fingers and pull up through the chest. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Turn the body towards that leg. Step that right foot back. Press back through the heels, shift forward. Lowering and lifting. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, take the knees wide, press back into a child's pose. Fingers crawl out in front, pull in on the low belly. Forehead can come all the way down to the mat. On every inhale, spine elongates. Every exhale, pull in on the low belly, create a little bit more pressure on the tops of the hips. Slowly walk the hands off to the right hand side. Left hand comes on top of right hand. Pull back through that hip. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly move through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Opposite hand comes on top of that other hand. Pull back through that hip. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Let's go ahead and take one camel. Okay, so we're gonna come up to our knees, flip the toes. Again, there's a couple ways that you can take camel. Camel's a big chest heart opener, right? So we've got Valentine's Day tomorrow. Y'all know Valentine was actually killed because he was marrying people outside of the church who said that couldn't be married within the church. Just gonna put that out there. Be a rebel, y'all. All right, hands come back to the ankles. If the ankles are a hard grab, you can always have pillows on either side of your feet, or if you have blocks at home, books are a little unsturdy in this one, but you can come up this way into it, okay? Or you can be here and just do one of these, right? A lot of people do like the drop back. I don't recommend drop back unless you're super strong in your low belly and your back spine, right? But you can still kind of hang out here. But if you can, grab onto the heels, roll open through the chest, and then press the hips up and come forward this way. Don't rock your head back too far because then your chest collapses in. Keep your chest extended. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more, big inhale. And exhale, last one, big inhale. Exhale, bring the sit bones back down to the heels. Come all the way down. Inhale up. Maybe you do one of these back and forth, side to side, just so you can get a little bit of movement. You can circle around here if you want to, right? So just trying to get a little bit more movement into the spine. Inhale up. And then on our exhale, we're going to come down and over the tops of our thighs, pull back through the hips, try to keep the sit bones attached to the heels. Pinky fingers come all the way down to the mat. The head can relax right in between the biceps. As my friend Amy likes to say, it's like cutting through your favorite dessert, right? Nice, slow, steady edge. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Engage the low belly, press into the palms, and then slowly we raise ourselves back up. Palms flip, press. Hands come all the way down. Press out through your palms. They come all the way down to the mat. We rock over onto our seat. Go ahead and take that right leg long. Pick that left knee up over that right. You can move your sit bones back behind you. Come onto the front part of the seat. Pull up through the chest. That right arm can come around and that left hand can come back behind. Turning and twisting to look back out over that shoulder. Nice deep inhale. Other variation of this is you can have that bottom knee bent and come into it this way. Nice deep inhale. Breathing into the belly, exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Left leg extends, right foot comes up and over. Again, you can bend that bottom knee if you want to, or you can keep it extended out. Try to be on the front part of your sit bones. So arm comes up and over. You can use the back of that forearm to press into that knee and create some resistance there. Hand can come down to the shin or it can hang out here. Hand comes back. The base of the spine, look out over that shoulder. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly go ahead and release. Both legs come out in front. Move your sit bones back behind you. Arms come up overhead. And then exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Another good time. You can have more good times with this one. You bring your knees up to your chest and then you press out through your heels, but think about not taking your chest away from the tops of the thighs, right? So the minute your chest moves away from the tops of your thighs, that's where you stop. But you're pulling forward with your heart. One of the issues within yoga is that everything is very, like all things, it's been very whitewashed and colonized, right? So there's a lot of conversation about mantras and a lot of this stuff is mind driven. But there's been a taking that happened in terms of like a heart-centered practice. So we think about leading with our heart as we come into a lot of these postures, right? Nice deep inhale. And then on our exhale, we'll slowly back ourselves back up and go ahead and come all the way down onto the back. Hands can come down to the sides, palms face up to the sky. Oh, Amy lost audio signal. Well, Amy, we're gonna miss you. We'll see you next week. All right, y'all. As much as I want to put you into Shavasana to Prince, that might not be the one for right now. So coming into our Shavasana. Let Amy back in. Palms up to the sky. Our shoulder blades can come beneath us. Take whatever position you feel is best for you. You can take up space. I'll just give you a little reading out of the first training manual that I have. So not necessarily from Medicum's book today, but still relevant. The Process is You. This is by Andrew Cohen. Evolutionary philosophy and evolutionary spirituality. I want to say culturalism, but we'll move on from that at the next conversation that we have, y'all. Are based upon the recognition that we are part of a miraculous process that has existed and been developing for billions of years. It reveals to us that our own personal experience of that process in all its many dimensions, inner and outer, gross and subtle, is only a very small part of an infinite unfolding. Thoughts and feelings that arise in individual consciousness reflect emotional and psychological structures or habits that have slowly developed over tens of thousands of years. Some people, when they hear the word process, interrupt it as meaning as something inhuman, but it's actually quite the opposite. I'm not referring to a process in a flat, mechanical, materialistic sense. This process is alive and it's you. The process is you. Indeed, what is so important about this shift of perspective is that you begin to see your own sense of self as a part of a vast unfolding stream of development. Your understanding of what it means to be human expands almost infinitely because you start to see your own humanity and your own potential for greater humanity as a result of this process. And an inherent part of this process, and as far as we know, the highest expression of this process. I would just also say that humans aren't the highest expression of this process. We're a part of this earth. In this way, evolutionary spirituality enhances and enlarges to almost infinite proportions your sense of the significance of what it means to be human. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, nice deep inhale. And exhale. You guys can stay either where you're at, or you can roll yourselves over into fetal. I always like to remind everybody in this space of moving stillness is where all of our bodies were formed. We're surrounded by nothing but blackness, warmth, water, and love. You can always come back to this space, y'all. You can always come back to love. Take a nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, we can slowly press ourselves back up to a simple seat. Hands can come to heart. They can also just stay down, resting on knees. The divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in the collective we. Remembering we're all from our mother's blood and our father's seed. Thank you all for sharing your practice and opening up in today's discussion, and for trusting me with your bodies. And to that I say, go in peace and serve love always. Thanks so much, y'all. I'm gonna shut off the recording and just check in really fast, and then you guys can all jump.